Hey, once again, this is Stan Gipe. I'm here to give you a little update about what's happened in our Suboxone litigation since the last video. If you're getting a copy of this, it's because we represent you. And thank you once again for allowing us to do that. We're very happy to have the opportunity to represent you on this claim. Right now, we've got cases being filed. Statutes of limitations are running, so we're in an active situation. We're filing lawsuits on cases where statutes of limitation were 2 years or 3 years, right? 3 years or less. These states include Arkansas, Washington, D.C., which really isn't a state, Maryland, Massachusetts, Montana, New Hampshire, New Mexico, New York, Rhode Island, South Carolina, South Dakota, Vermont, Washington, and Wisconsin. Also, those 2-year states, Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Maine, Michigan, Mississippi, Nebraska, and Nevada, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Texas, Utah, and West Virginia. Right, that is the list of states where cases are currently being filed before the end of June. So if you're in one of those states, your cases are going on file. If you're not in one of those states, doesn't mean your case won't be on file, just means the statute of limitations may be running at a slightly different time. Either way, okay, it doesn't mean that one of these cases, just because it's been filed, it's getting settled before the others, right? And when these things settle, they will settle in mass. So these are kind of technical legal things I'm keeping you updated with, but whether or not you're on this list of stuff that's being filed doesn't change the value of your claim, may though change some of the obligations you have to provide us information, because once a lawsuit's filed, there are timelines. Okay, so before the end of June, if your case has been filed, you'll be receiving an email from us giving you a little bit more update and kind of letting you know, hey, here's the stuff we're going to need. We've got cases that, certain cases have been pulled for a census. This is a gathering of data. So a subpool of the cases that are filed in the court have been pulled for a census. That's just kind of where the defense is going to get an idea of the types of cases and data out there. A subset of the census then gets pulled for our bellwether file, and these are the small cases that ultimately may go to trial, right, to help us determine the value of the overall pool. And when I say the small cases, I don't mean cases themselves. I mean the small number of cases that get randomly selected by the court to be tried so we can get a reference for how much these things might be worth, right? You try a few of these cases, the higher the jury verdicts, the higher the overall case value. We try these cases to get lower verdicts, it's a lower case value. So that's what the bellwether process is about. There's nothing anyone can do to try to have their case included in the bellwether or excluded. This is a random process, but if you are included, you will have to provide us documentation. We'll be reaching out to you, letting you know that, but it is, once again, a very, very small number of you. But if this is you or one of you, be sure to comply. It's very important that we get all the information necessary to your case, because yours could be one that actually goes to trial. Okay, so as far as what we're doing on the litigation, Dolman Russo, we've got actually a hearing, what's called a motion to show cause. And some of the medical providers, and in this case, really we're dealing mostly pharmacies, right? Records regarding the prescription Suboxone that was delivered. Some of the pharmacies, specifically Walgreens, have had a lot of problems complying with this time, so we've had to get the court involved. If Walgreens does not come into full compliance by the 13th, then I will be up in Cleveland. When I say the 13th, it's June 13th. I will be up in Cleveland for a hearing and a motion to show cause where we get in front of the court and someone from Walgreens can explain to the judge why they're ignoring his order. As you can imagine, it doesn't take a genius nor a lawyer to figure out that usually does not go well for someone explaining to a federal judge why they're ignoring their order. That being said, Walgreens is a giant corporation and kind of does what it wants. So we've got this hearing upcoming. After the next video, you'll probably get to hear either what happened or whether or not that hearing got canceled. Okay, some other things. We still get a lot of calls and questions about loans. Hey, can I get lawsuit funding on my case? We do not know of any companies that are loaning on these cases at this time. Although if you've got deeper questions about that, we do have a specific video on lawsuit loans that was attached to one of the prior emails. Should be available in the archives. So you should have access to that if you don't. And as far as an estimate on potential damages, we just don't have one yet, right? These cases are still kind of, I wouldn't say in their infancy because discovery's going, but they are in their infancy when it comes to the valuation. No one's really been talking about the value side of things yet. We're still fighting about the liability and causation side. Right? Because we haven't established yet that they're definitively responsible for the tooth decay associated with the Suboxone strips. Well, it may seem like common sense. We have to go through a process of proving this to the judge, and it's not a given. So we're fighting about that stuff, getting our documents to find out what they knew, when they knew it, and show that they really should have taken steps to warn people sooner and make consumers aware that this Suboxone was rotting people's teeth. A lot more details to that, but that's kind of in a nutshell what's going on. Fighting about what documents we're going to get, how we're going to get them, when they're going to be delivered, and then, what corporate representatives we can depose about those documents. So that's what's happening. We had a case management hearing about 12 days ago on some of this stuff. So things are actively moving forward, and we kind of bump typically about once a month. Last month we had 2 hearings, but usually we get about 1 hearing a month where the case will move, sometimes in large increments, sometimes in small increments, and I'll definitely keep you updated as things are happening. And we get this question, okay, if anyone tells you that they've gotten a payout from their Suboxone case, they are not telling the truth. There have been no settlements in these Suboxone mass litigations. No one is taking anybody's money. There's been no checks delivered. And I believe this, right? If there ever is, you will be the first people that know because, when we don't get paid till everyone else does. So should there be a settlement, should there be a check, we're not going to be hiding that from anyone. We're going to be just as excited as you guys are about it. So that's pretty much our update for today. As always, we stand ready to serve you and assist you with any of your needs or questions. But I would encourage you, before you reach out and call about a question, see if there's already a video available to you, because usually when I'm making the videos, we're adding a lot more information than you're going to get maybe from a question and answer session on a call. But we really do appreciate you allowing us to represent you. Again, my name is Stan Gipe. We're pushing things forward on the claim, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Hey, and once again, it's a pleasure to represent you for your Suboxone claim. We look forward to resolving this for you. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to staff, or more information is available on the website at dolmanrusso.com. That's DOLMANRUSSO.com. If there's really pertinent questions that aren't answered on that website, please call it and ask, because you may not be the only one with that question, and it may be something I address in a future video. But no settlements yet. Discovery is ongoing, and you'll be getting another video update soon. Thanks again for allowing us to represent you.